This is the Maple Mountain Elleves Senior Showcase, and today we're honoring Jaida Cherrington. Jaida Cherrington, daughter of Riley and Courtney Cherrington, is a senior and third year member of the team. Jaida enjoys boating, hanging with friends, being outdoors, making memories, and being with family. Her favorite drill team memory is when the bus broke down after the state competition. Jaida would like to thank her family, coaches, and every single person she has ever been on drill with, and Ammon Gathercole. Jaida Cherrington. Hi, this is Jeff Percaro, and I'm here with Maple Mountain Eleve Jaida Cherrington for the Senior Showcase. Jaida, why don't you go ahead and tell me a little bit about what you've been doing to keep yourself busy over these last few weeks?
I've just been hanging at home, doing homework, spending a lot of time with my family. I've been outside a lot, just trying to not be inside all the time. And that's pretty much it.
That's great. Sounds like you've been keeping yourself pretty busy, though.
Yep.
So, the Eleves are probably one of the toughest practicing squads around. You guys are up every morning at the way before the sun's ever up, and you're practicing all the time. You have practice performances and all kinds of stuff. During all of that time and all of that effort, what do you do with your teammates to kind of keep practices fun?
Probably just staying positive because positivity goes a long way on drill, especially when you're working hard and just there for a long time. Like positivity is really something that helps, and just and every once in a while you have to have your funny moments and you just kind of joke around during breaks and stuff, and so that always keeps practice fun.
That's great, and that sounds like some good stuff to keep you motivated for sure. What is the favorite dance that you had over the years that you were in the Elevays?
Probably one of my favorites was my sophomore year hip hop. It was just fun because I hadn't ever really done hip hop at studio or anything like that. And so it was my first time, and it was just so much fun and so high energy and just so much fun to do.
That's great. Yeah, and I like the hip hop are actually some of the funnest ones to watch as well. What would you say out of all those different dances that you did? What was your favorite costume?
Probably. Hmm. I really like all of our dance costumes. Dance is really hard to perform, but I have always loved our costumes. I don't know, they're just so fun and pretty and yeah.
That's great, and those are you've had some pretty good ones over the years. Um, Out of all the places that you've been to perform at any of the stadiums or different basketball courts or any of that kind of stuff, what is your favorite place that you've performed?
Probably UVU, just because it's so big and it's not like our school where our school is like a small gym. It's a huge just big environment, and it's just so fun because there's so many people, and when you get done everyone cheers. It's just so loud and big, and you just feel so good after you perform.
That's great. And yeah, I love UVU. It's got good lighting and it is big and the crowds are going crazy. It's in fact that's one where I like to wear my ear pods or something because there's just so much screaming and stuff for sure. Um, when did you start dancing?
I started dancing when I was about 3.5, 4 years old.
Okay, so you've been doing it for quite a while, just like a few of the others,
Yep.
and at some point, you probably decided, hey, I want to go try out for drill and be an elevate. What kind of took you to that?
Um, well, just watching it, because my studio would go perform at the region previews, and that's when I kind of got to know what drill was when I would watch them at region preview. and I was just like amazed by them. I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so cool. Like I want to do this like so bad. And then I had my cousin Alexis who was on it, and she was like telling me, she's like, oh, are you gonna try out for drill and stuff? And so then I like looked at it and like looked it up and like dances and stuff, and then I was just like decided to do it because it just looked so fun.
Very cool. That's great. Thanks for sharing that. Okay, so who is somebody that you've looked up to or who has inspired you in your dance?
So all of my teammates probably like they're all just so amazing and just happy people and like just amazing. But one person I really look up to that was on drill with me for 2 years was Gabby Smith, and she's just so amazing and positive, and I've never heard her say a bad thing about anybody, and she was just always lifting people's spirits up in practice, and so I just really look up to her.
That's great, and that's a great shout out for her. Um, as you get ready to dance and you've done a lot of competitions and stuff, what do you personally do to kind of get into the zone and get ready and kind of shake out those butterflies before you compete?
So me and some of the girls have like handshakes we always do. So I always like do our handshakes with them, and then I just kind of take some alone time. I like go in a corner and I just like go through the dances in my head and all of like corrections I've gotten and just prepare myself.
That's great. What are your plans after high school?
I'm gonna start UVU in the spring. I'm gonna um skip the semester, not go in the fall, and I'm just gonna get my CNA and do full time nursing as a CNA and just make some money and then go to school at UVU in the spring.
That's great. So it sounds like you'll definitely keep busy and keep moving on.
Yep.
So, one of the last questions we're asking is what advice would you have or words of wisdom for the other girls that are following up and want to either be in the Elleves or are in the Elleves?
Probably just live it up because like it's 3 years and 3 years seems like a long time, but it goes by so fast and you just make so many good memories, and if you stay positive you'll have a lot of fun and just have fun with every moment, make friends with all the girls on the team, and you'll have fun.
That's great. Thanks for sharing that advice. We want to thank you for taking time and sharing with us some of your experiences of being a Maple Mountain Elevate.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us in celebration of these great Maple Mountain Elevate seniors. This has been a presentation of Maple Mountain Sports.